Sometimes you just want to know everything about the processors that are available to you to see kind of what features you can use on what platforms. And so we offer the Processor Matrix as a way to see all of this information in one place. To access it, go to your Help section and go Processors. And so this is going to load up a giant table of every processor available. And so over here you can see the platform, and they're just listed alphabetically. And there's tons of information on here. We certainly can't go over every single thing, but in general, these shows you what features are available on each platform. And we offer a search feature here. So if you want to search for TSYS, for example, we can see TSYS EMV. TSYS Dev isn't something you'll see, but I see it in my test environment here. And so I can see, okay, TSYS EMV, it's a credit card processor. It serves the US, and these are the currencies it supports. It supports payer authentication. Here's the cards. It does support dynamic descriptors, level 2 and 3 data. I can do retail, e-commerce, moto, restaurant. TSYS is really great, supports basically everything. I can see the transaction types, so auth, sale, void, refund, credit. There's other things like recurring, does it support a recurring indicator? All of our processors support sending recurring transactions from our recurring tool, but not all of them support the recurring indicator that makes it so that the processor, the platform, understands it's a recurring transaction. So that's what this indicates. You can do installment payments, you can do partial authorizations, you can do a partial auth reversal, surcharging is supported, tips are supported, show settled. This one is interesting because this one will tell you whether the merchant will see if a transaction is settled in the gateway reporting. So some processors are host-based settled and some are terminal-based settled. And so the host-based ones, all the settlement happens outside the gateway. It happens on the platform directly, and we have no control over it. So those transactions will not show as settled in the control panel because we don't know if they were settled. That's going to be reporting that happens elsewhere. Then there's terminal-based settlements, and in those cases, the gateway, NMI, is initiating the transactions to settle, and it's knowing exactly when they happen. We're getting responses. We're knowing if they succeeded or failed. And so in those cases, we do report settlement in the gateway reporting. And so this checkbox tells you whether that's the case. Higher captures supports the advanced merchant feature that allows merchants to capture for higher than the original authorization. So a use case for this would be a restaurant where they authorize for $100 and then the customer fills out the receipt, adds a $17 tip. It allows you to capture for $117. And the other two big ones of note here are AVS support and CVV support. So these will tell you whether the platform will return results for address verification and CVV verification. And so those are very useful in avoiding fraud and making sure that the customer who's making the payment is who they say they are. And so ideally the processor will support that, but not all of them do. Additionally, if you're looking at everything on here, you can click on any header to see which ones support it. So let's say I want to make sure that I am only looking at processors that show settlement. I can click there, and it sorts by those. And I can see over here, these are all the ones. They're still alphabetical, but only the ones that say show settled. Keep scrolling. Quite a few of them do, which is great. We have to scroll for quite a while, actually, on this one. Here we go. So now I get down to here, and now these don't. So these platforms over here don't show settlement. And again, that's true for all of them. I could do that for surcharge, which isn't supported by as many processors. You can do it for anything here.